It's inflation update day. Yeah, I'm going to go over the inflation, some very important points in the inflation readout. I'm going to answer some questions for people, why oil is so important. Latest update on housing supply in Canada. And if you thought your wages and hours were shit, it's worse than you think. And they like it that way. All right, the inflation report. Yes, inflation came in at 2.7%, which is really good news. Because to get to 2.7%, our CPI had to be 161.4. Down from last month. And as I pointed out yesterday, this is the trend that I'm seeing for the rest of the year. 161.4, and then it's going to continue to fall. Why? Gasoline prices and the interest rate. I've been saying this for 2 years now. The interest rate is in our calculation. If they raise the rates, inflation goes up. If they drop the rates, inflation comes down. The only thing that's been causing disinflation for the last 2 years is gasoline prices. Now that the gasoline prices are down, and the inflation number is around 2% in the target range, they're going to start cutting rates, which means inflation is going to drop off a cliff. All right, top drivers of inflation for 19 straight months, it's the mortgage interest cost, which of course is directly tied to the interest rate. And rent is up 8.8, slightly down from last month. Again, not increasing at an accelerating rate. However, that's not exactly a happy number. Car insurance is up. You know, if they would put more people at the border instead of hiring people for CRA, maybe we could stop some of the car thefts and help people with inflation. Let's face it, food and shelter drove everything. Okay, you can look at the numbers. Most everything is down. I've been saying it's all about oil for 2 years now. I don't want to be a broken record, but it is all about oil. And somebody asked the other day what the deal is with oil. Everything in our lives, okay, maybe not everything, but many things in our lives are made with oil. I was shocked that a lot of people don't know that. Like, polyester is oil. Vinyl is oil. So household operations, furnishings, and equipment are below zero for the last 2 months. What are the things in your house made with? Plastic. Plastic's oil. Yeah, your cooking utensils, that kind of stuff, can openers, etc. Anything that's plastic, that's oil. Clothing and footwear, almost exclusively oil. Yeah, if you buy leather shoes, obviously that's leather. If it's not leather shoes, then it's oil. The foam in your shoes, that's oil. You go to Lululemon, all oil. Polyester and spandex is made from oil. Let's focus in on food for a sec. The Food Price Data Hub, also on the CPI portal. Change in prices in the supply chain. Deflation. Processing and packaging. Plastic bags is down 26%. But if you buy meat, the plastic wrap, the styrofoam, that's all oil. Transportation, wholesale, and retail. Trucking is seeing a bit of a recession right now, which is why trucking is down. Gasoline and diesel are still more expensive because of our taxes. Wholesale markup is down. Yet, grocery store markup is up. As I've said many times over the past little while, gasoline is going to continue trending down. It's not going to go back up to where it was last year or exceed where it was last year. Prices in stores are going to be influenced more by oil than anything else because they're made out of oil. Smartphones are mostly oil. Televisions are oil. The screens are oil. Your car is almost completely oil. The tires, that's made with oil. The plastic dashboard, made with oil. Vinyl seats, oil. The foam in the seats, oil. Oil's like what? 70-80% of the products we buy. In 2022, we produced 400 million metric tons of plastic. That's all oil. And it's not going down. All right, let's wrap it up. First, the housing data. People are telling me that the supply of houses is going up. Yeah, it's going up. Is it crazy? No, it's back to pre-pandemic levels. Don't listen to your buddy that knows housing. Yeah, he'd be wrong. Is it fantastic out there? Are homes flying off the shelf? No, summer's always the worst time, and this is probably the worst summer in a long time. But is the sky falling? No. All right, the last bit. Yesterday I showed this. Real wage growth, and Canada's number 2. As far as hours worked goes, we're over here at number 7. Mexico's number 1, which could be why we are losing our title as number 1 trading partner to the US. But this is deceiving because the hours worked changes quite drastically. As I said yesterday, Germany works the least amount of hours of anyone on that list. So, the fact they make almost as much as we do, that's significant. So I organized the G7 based on hours worked. We're last. We work the most of any country in the G7. And when I divide that annual wage by the hours worked, we are 5th in the G7. Only better than Italy and Japan, who are in population decline. Oh, but don't forget, we are taxed more than the OECD average. And even though our inflation rate is lower than the United States, the products cost more. We all know they cost more. And they are taxed more. So we work the most, get paid like shit, get taxed to death, and have to deal with high cost items. Winning. We're winning.